Hey guys, I'm going to get it started pretty soon here. Just taking care of a little bit of paperwork, and the break is set for 8:30 p.m. So that's when it should break. We do have another case of draft. Okie dokie. Alright, couple more minutes. Joseph, good to see you here. We've hit quite a bit of Astros. We hit a lot of Drew Gilberts in our cases, so might get some there. Couple more minutes and we'll get this started. If you have any questions, comments, etc., let me know. Again, we have another case up on Facebook that we're moving pretty rapidly. You could grab one or more spots. It's $135 per random spot, so we'll run a random drawing and you get the team you get. 2 spots for $260. This, though, is from eBay, Super Jumbo break number 26E, and you see it on the box over there. We label these, so if you bought a team or multiple teams on eBay tonight, you're in the right place. But we do lots of breaks, so okay, it is 8:30. I'm going to get this started momentarily. Let me actually grab a flat rate for the paper. Give me a couple minutes. Alright, I'm back. Can you guys hear me all right? Once I get a confirmation on that, I will start. Someone say, yeah, I hear you, or whatever. Awesome. Alright, we're going to get this started. more box for all the chromes. So many supplies. Yeah, or whatever. There you go, Nicholas. Alright, we're going to start this up. We got a sealed case of the Super Jumbos here. We'll check eBay periodically if I have messages. Try to send out detailed instructions on how to watch the break. We do upload this to YouTube as well, but the live is on Facebook. But it's good to see lots of people here tonight. Thank you for spending your time on this holiday weekend here at Roto Breaks. We do a lot of Bowman product, Bowman Chrome, Bowman Draft. We have another case of Jumbo, to which I put a link a little further up. We're doing random teams at $135 a spot or $260 for 2 spots. So you have a chance at the Orioles for only $135, which is pretty cool. If you're interested in that, click the link above. I will share it once more. You get in there by just claiming a spot or more. Hey, Paul, what's going on, man? Fancy seeing you here. This is a Super Jumbo case. This is indeed the one, Steve. I know we keep saying that, but sooner or later, it'll be true. And if not, we'll find some goodies for you. Let's go indeed. Let's go Bowman Chrome. Let's go Giants. I had my Giants championship cup out. I'm pulling for them. Not the San Francisco Giants, the New York Giants. Paul is everywhere. He sure is. For those of you watching on YouTube, you miss out on some of the banter. We get lots of comments on Facebook, so join the Facebook group. It's in the description. If you click on YouTube, I'm talking to the future people watching this on YouTube. If you click on the description, you'll see a link to join the Facebook group. So join the fun. Interact on Facebook. We only post recordings to YouTube. They need Eli from back then. I like Daniel Jones. I think he's getting better. He's starting to do things he wasn't doing last year. The coaching is better, and he has no receivers to throw to. So I think he's going to re-sign with the Giants. He's actually someone who's ridiculously cheap as far as cards go. You'll make some money on him. He is not Drew Lock, Chris. With that being said, we are into box numero 1. And the way we do it is we put the paper aside first, then we look at the auto. We're starting off pretty hot. We've been hot in this product. This is a Jackson Holiday 89 of 499 Sky Blue Parallel. So we're starting with the Jackson Holidays. Once we hit autos of him, those cases end up being insane. The last couple cases of Super Jumbo have been nuts. We hit a gold Jackson Holiday auto, a blue Jackson Holiday auto in our last 2 cases of Super Jumbos. So we are on quite the heater with this case run that we got from Topps. Barkley has emerged. Daniel Jones has emerged. Dexter Lawrence has emerged. I don't think this is the Giants' year by any stretch, but I think the coaching has emerged as being good as opposed to past years when it sucked. And that's a big difference when you have good coaches who actually know what they're doing. This is an Elijah Green auto. So there is that. There is an Elijah Green auto. And we've had Elijah Green along with Holiday, so we might be into one of those cases. And we're hitting some really good parallels here. This is a Termarr Johnson to $4.99. So, you know, these two cards kind of get on the stand. That Jackson Holiday is probably worth a good $100. This Termarr Johnson probably worth like $25-$30. Yeah, you gotta build. So, I mean, the Giants right now, there's a talent gap. We're playing a lot of practice squad guys, things like that. There's a lot of salary cap issues that this regime inherited. Two Logan Tanner autos, it looks like. I don't know who Logan Tanner is. Catcher for the Reds. So whoever bought the Reds. And we're hitting some really good paper here. Every one of these paper cards, this Cole Young, this is a top 10 pick for the Mariners. So we've hit 3 paper color cards. All 3 of them, for now, are stand worthy. They'll probably get kicked off the stands once we see some autos. But they've all been good players. Sometimes you get really bad players. Those are all good. All 3 of those cards are worth some monies. And you don't get any base paper in this break, but you do get those, the color that's numbered. So there's that. Dustin Harris to 99. So this is green paper. We like green paper, but this is not a first. But it is our first not quite great hit. With that said, the autos are the top card on each pile, and I do it this way. That's how they come out, and I don't want to handle the autos very much. So those of you who have broken with me know that this is how I do it. I do it on purpose. We start with a Sean McClain purple refractor auto going out to Los Angeles Doyers. This is 110 of 250. Sean McClain for the Doyers. Next up, we got a Logan Tanner 66 of 499 refractor going out to the Cincinnati Reds. Auto number 2. Our third auto is a premier prospect in this product. I thought the Nationals went cheaper than usual in this eBay break, and they're rewarded with an Elijah Green base auto. Very nice hit for the Nationals. Premier prospect in this product. One of them. Elijah Green, base auto. Next up, we hit another Logan Tanner, this time a green refractor, so double Logan Tanner box. 45 of 99, green refractor. Looked like he was a second-round pick, 55th overall, out of Hattiesburg. Number 41 prospect in the MLB draft. So not bad. Catcher, so little limited upside with catching prospects, but second-round pick, top 50 prospect in the draft, that'll do. And then we hit the Red Sox with Cutter Coffee. Cutter Coffee for the Red Sox. The base auto. And now we go digging for color and good base. So, Elijah Green, the ones I set aside, I sleeve up for you. I don't sleeve everything, but I try to sleeve stuff that I deem to be good. That's up for debate. The terms of our auctions are that we sleeve and top load anything numbered. So this gets sleeved and top loaded, for example. But stuff that isn't numbered is at our discretion. So I try to sleeve some good cards. I don't sleeve everything. It'll take forever. It's just the way it is. We got a Reggie Crawford. This is a green refractor going out to the Giants. And that's another good non-auto card. So hitting a lot of good non-autos as well as good autos. 98 of 99. First round pick Reggie Crawford. So I'll put that over here with that Cole Young. And I'll get it in the recap. You never know. You could hit a red or a super fractor non-auto out of these piles. And, you know, that's something that people look beyond, but they're there. Brooks Lee with the base. And guys, if we fill up, here's a Cole Young refractor. If we fill up that jumbo case that I posted a link to, I'll break it tonight. So $135 per spot. And that'll be 28 spots that will random off. And we'll break that tonight if it fills. I'll post the link again if you guys want to get in on that. You just claim how many spots you want. So if you want one spot, it's 135. Two spots is 260. We got a yellow Ray Wave refractor over here. Elijah Green Invicta. Elijah Green insert. Chet Williams DeLauda. We got a Warming Bernabel. It's a 75 for the Rockies. Zach Neto and Gabriel Hughes refractors as well. Something backwards, but that should be a sparkle. Holiday and Melendez base. Jace Jung base. Neto insert. Gavin Cross base. Nick Biddison sparkly. That'll do it for box 1 of 6. Andre, I don't know. This is the eBay break, so you might be in the random unless you bought in on eBay as well. So this is eBay from tonight. You might be in the jumbo random. I remember you were in that thread. The way we label these, this is eBay number 26E. We label them in the auction title. So this is eBay 26E, and then the one on Facebook is number 18FBM. So you're able to see which break you were in by the break that you purchased. Otherwise, people get confused because we do a lot of super jumbo and jumbo breaks. So that's how we identify it. So we sleeve these up, we top load anything numbered, and then rinse, cycle, repeat. For 6 boxes of super jumbo fun. Base paper shipped separately. Move on to box number 2 of 6. Get these stacked up in the back there. Check my eBay messages real quick. Okay, had a couple people waiting to join the Facebook group. Let them in. It's only 5 packs per box, but these packs are gigantic. It's like a dumbbell. You got the 2 sides of them. Just a bazillion cards. Earlier today I did an HTA break where there's 3 autos per box. So fun to do those. Draft is a little more of a grind, but a lot of good stuff, obviously. And it's all the draft picks. Alright, box number 2. And we begin. Let me shift these over so you could see them. Those are 4 remaining boxes. So we got a Reggie. Okay. Giants about to hit. That's pretty cool. Should be the auto spot. Looks like a nice one for the D-backs. We have an Angel Martinez for the Guardians, and this is a gold paper. Gold paper. Numbered to 50. So it looks like so far Giants and Diamondbacks going to hit in this box for now. Guardians look like they're going to hit as well. We got a Luciano to 499 for the Giants. So Giants having a sneaky break thus far. Little known fact. I did some research on this guy, Reggie Crawford. They show him posing as a hitter. They have him listed as a first base / pitcher. So, I mean, you look at this card, you think this guy's a hitter. But he's listed, if you go to MLB.com and look him up as a prospect, he's listed as a pitcher. Primarily. That he's a big, tall, lefty pitcher at 6'4", 235. So he has touched 100 miles per hour off the mound. This guy, I think, is a pitcher. Just FYI. I thought he was a hitter as I was pulling. I've done like, I don't know, 12, 15 cases of draft already. So starting to learn these prospects a little better, look them up as I go. And I believe Reggie Crawford is actually a pitcher, not a hitter. At least that's what they're going to try to make him in the big leagues. That's pretty cool. This one's going to be an insert auto going to the Royals of a good player. So, not bad. He hits, he rakes. I get it. But from what I'm reading, it sounds like they want him to be a pitcher. But I really don't know. And I don't know how many guys are Ohtani. Big league teams don't like have guys do both. And we got another Reggie Crawford. So this is a 2 Reggie Crawford box. We're talking about the man. And we have 2 autos in this box. Both of Reggie Crawford. One here, one here. And we'll see if there's color. Might be. This is a J.R. Ritchie to 499 going out to the Braves. So I'll leave the Reggie Crawfords for last to build some suspense. If he rakes, he rakes. But I'm just saying, look, this is the Reggie Crawford box. Even the paper's turning up Reggie Crawford. We got a green one back there too. So This is the Reggie Crawford show right now. We're just living in it. I hit a gold Jackson Holiday auto in our last break, and I think that's worth like $5,000 to $10,000 from what I'm seeing on eBay. I'll start with the Andrew Pintar, and this one's a true blue auto going out to the D-backs. So nothing to snooze at here. This is an Andrew Pintar shortstop prospect for the Diamondbacks. Not bad. Move some of these over. Get some more room. Next up, we have a Chase DeLauder. Little bit of stuff on the surface. Chase DeLauder, 16th overall pick to the Guardians. So another premier name here in the early goings. Put that ahead of this Termarr Johnson as we start to hit some autos. Next up, we have a really nice insert auto heir apparent. This is a green parallel of Gavin Cross, another top prospect. Okay, Colin, I'm with you there. 10 of 99 for Gavin Cross. Heir apparent auto. So we'll bump the, I think we'll leave the holiday, we'll bump this Reggie Crawford off. But an insert auto of Gavin Cross. Now we have two Reggie Crawfords. We'll start with this one. This is a base auto. Usually there's not two base autos, so I'm expecting color on this one over here. We got the Reggie Crawford base auto for the Giants. And then we have a refractor. Okay. It wasn't base. Typically it's not two base. This one has a little bit of a weak auto, I gotta say. 11 of 499, but either way, if you have the Giants, this is a very nice box for you. Two autos of the guy you want as the Giants team. So let's put this one up here. Move off the Pintar. Let's get a first round pick up there, Reggie Crawford. And now we dig for some treasure in the Chromes. Let me check my eBay messages real quick. We are good. So you saw him play at UConn quite a bit. Tell us about him, because what I'm reading is that he might be a pitching prospect, and I was like, okay, well, the Bowman card shows him as a hitter, so I don't know what to make of that. And I know people pay more for hitters than pitchers, so I just don't want people to be misled. Here's a Jackson Holiday refractor. That's pretty nice. He rakes. That's good. They say he throws 100 miles an hour. So, there's that too. Holiday insert. Melendez refractor. Other holiday insert. We got a purple of James Triantos to the Cubs. That's a 250. Termarr Johnson. Got a Neto base. Dylan Beavers refractor. Looks like we have some sort of sky blue back there. I'm still waiting to hit a red or a superfractor non-auto as well. I hit a good orange the other day of Jet Williams. This is a Christian Hernandez to 199 for the Cubs. He had Tommy John last season, threw hard, yes, would play first base, and hit when not on the mound. Legit two-way player. Alright, well, either way, this is a really good break for the owner of the San Francisco Giants. We've hit two Reggie Crawford autos, as well as A green refractor, non-auto. We got a Jordan Sprinkle to 150 here. That'll do it for box 2 of 6. You guys know the routine now. We sleeve up these ones that we set aside, and we go to the next box. Maybe you're right. I don't know. Someone wants to post the link to MLB.com's scouting report from the top 100. You'll see what I was talking about. But I don't have first-hand experience. If you watch UConn baseball, man, more power to you. That's hardcore scouting report, and I'm with it. That's the kind of card we'll top loader a Jackson Holiday refractor. Can't say I've watched Reggie Crawford play. I have not. So you guys could see it back here. I will turn that one on its side or whatever so you can see it. There's 3 boxes left back there, 1 over here. So 4 boxes left. Let's get into it. Let's move these back, give myself some more room. Colin, might I ask, why were you watching UConn baseball? Did you go to UConn, or do you actually scout these guys as far as like watching college baseball? Because I don't know a lot of people who actually watch college baseball, to be honest with you. I'm just curious. I like getting a first-hand view of these guys myself if I can. This is Dustin Harris. That's why Bowman Chrome is so hard for me to judge and buy players off, because it's all international scouting and what people are saying. I have no first-hand account of what any of those guys look like. Christian Vaquero or whatever. Their Bowman pictures look cool, but I've never seen them play, so it's hard for me to buy them. I try to watch some highlights, but not easy. We got a Nick Biddison to $4.99 for the Dodgers. For those of you wondering, I do separate the paper and put it on the side because it's not part of the break. We sell the paper separately as a spot on eBay to lower the load of sorting and move things along. The paper is much. Get like 15 pounds of it per break. Seems like a waste of trees, if you ask me, but some people love it. I don't know if it's set builders or something else, but more power to them. This is Jay Allen to $4.99 for the Reds. Set building, or you section off all the Jackson Holidays and get PSA 10s. There's angles. I know about it, but very labor intensive, if you ask me. So we have some nice names in the auto section here. You can see a few of them. Some decent names, I would say. First round pick pitchers. Start from the right. We have a Victor Scott going out to the Cardinals spot at 15 of $4.99 with a refractor. Cardinals. Also, I tell people about this on our breaks, but something interesting for you guys to see, the sleeves that we use. See if I could, need like a darker background, I think. Grab my keyboard over here. So if you look at this sleeve, the corners are cut off of it. So we don't nick your corners going in. And this is something that I think helps move things from a PSA 9 to a 10 as opposed to other breakers. We do not nick your corners, or nick them much less. Can't be perfect. These are some really good sleeves. So Colin, we live in Connecticut. My son was being recruited. We would go to some games. That's pretty cool. Well, you must like Reggie Crawford. Did you buy the Giants in this one, Colin? This one is Chase Madroff going out to the Red Sox. It's pretty cool. And I'm sure you guys are real proud of your son. That's awesome. 153 of 250. I'm from New York, but so I'm from the area, but live in Florida now. This is Brandon Barrera going out to the Blue Jays, and he's a first-round pick. Brandon Barrera on the board for the Blue Jays. First-round pick, 23rd overall. Nice one for the Jays. And then we have Owen Murphy to the Braves. Owen Murphy on the board for the Braves. First round pick, 20th overall. So a first round pick for the Braves. A lot of first round pitchers in this here box. And then we got, looks like the best one over here. This is a Blue Wave with a really nice bold auto. 138 of 150 of Gabriel Hughes. A top 10 pick, I believe, to the Rockies. 10th overall on the dot. Very nice. 6'4", 220. Righty pitcher for the Rockies. And they always need really good pitchers. So that's a nice one. Get that up on the stand. And then we'll go digging for treasure. I sure did. I do not really want to be in New York right now. Looks cold. I've heard there's been lots of storms this year, so sitting this one out. Spent many a winter in the Northeast. Can't say I envy the winter. Denzer Guzman with a sparkle. Dylan Beavers refractor. Gavin Cross with a base. Elijah Green with an Invicta. Apologies for all the noise. I left the window open today. It's actually seasonably mild in Florida. It's about 69 degrees, 68 degrees. cold by Florida standards. But obviously warm compared to the rest of the country. This is the 199 James Triantos. Two more piles to look through here. This one's all jacked up. I don't know what happened to this card. Some sort of print defect. So when you get that, don't blame me. This is nice. This is a Jace Jung number to 50 back there. That's pretty cool. Nitto. Honestly, I'm probably better off not even shipping that card. I'm just going to get potentially yelled at. But in case you watch this break and have the Pirates, look at that. That's some sort of print defect. Came out that way. At least it wasn't an auto. Here's an Elijah Green refractor. Cole Young base. Then here's this insert of Jace Jung and Troy Melton. This is going to be numbered to 50. 25 of 50 on this one. And that's real nice. Jace Jung, one of the better prospects here. I believe his brother is Josh Jung of the Texas Rangers. So, nice little combo for that family. They're killing it. Nice Jace Jung. Let's look at our last pile here. Doesn't look like there's any color back there. This will get us to the halfway point of the break. And we got that second half coming up. See if we could pull some big time color. That's what we're looking for here. Get these ones sleeved up. Go through penny sleeves here like crazy. And just open that 100 pack. These are not the cheapy penny sleeves. Get the premium ones. Elijah Green will top load. Alright, we got 3 boxes left of draft. I got an eBay message. Give me 1 second. Respond to that. Box number 4 coming up. 4 of 6. All right, here we go. Out of Balcazar to the Reds, purple paper, 250. Got a Jonathan Mejia. This is like the 2022 Bowman Chrome reunion show here. Balcazar and Mejia. Both of these guys were in 2022 Bowman Chrome as their first Bowmans. And I think 2022 Bowman Chrome, by the way, will end up being as good, if not better, than this draft product. It's going to take some time. Those are all very young hitters, but it was chock full of hitters, very few pitchers. And that bodes well, hobby-wise. Here's a Danny DeAndre at another 2022 Bowman Chrome alum. Well, we have half of the case left, so not all hope is lost on hitting an Astro, but it's kind of how it is. You open packs of cards and you never know. There's definitely plenty of chrome and refractors and things like that, but no autos yet for the Astros, Joseph. You are correct. Wouldn't say all hope is lost, though. Looks like we have a nice Mets auto coming up. Kevin Parada, one of their premier prospects. One of 2 premier prospects. This is Justin Campbell going out to the Guardians with a number to 499 sky blue. We will try to get these packaged up and shipped over the weekend this week. It's been a little bit of a short, condensed week with the holidays. We'll do our best to sort and ship them. We're a little bit short-staffed with the holidays, people traveling. But we cleared the deck yesterday, and we'll get to that shortly. We start off with a Drake Baldwin Blue Wave to the Braves. What's up, Michael? How you doing, pal? Drake Baldwin to the Braves, 51 of 150. Oh, thank you. I don't scream for all autos. I don't scream for any autos. I get some voice inflection, but not too much. This is Drake Baldwin, 3rd round pick for the Braves. It's a Blue Wave, number to 150. Next up, we have another Pintar. This one going out to the Diamondbacks. It's our second Pintar. We also hit a true blue of him. So if he's any good, that'll pan out for you. Next up, we got Cole Phillips going out to the Braves. This one's a nice one. 156 of 199. I believe he's a 1st round pick. Got to double check. Nope, 2nd round pick. Born in 03, though, so he's one of the younger prospects. This one's an Aqua Ray Wave. It's a mouthful, but Aqua Ray Wave. I'll save the Parada for last. This one is a Michael Kennedy going out to the Pirates. And thank you, Michael. I appreciate that as well. Try to do some research, learn about these guys. I learn more as I go. This one's for the Pirates, Michael Kennedy, 4th round pick. Going out to the Pirates. And then we have a very nice refractor. I was hoping for some color, but refractor will do. Kevin Parada for the Mets. He's one of the top prospects in this product. 11th overall pick. Catching prospect for the Mets. I wonder if he'll stick at catcher. They have Francisco Alvarez, who's going to start playing this year. And I wonder if he'll stick at catcher or maybe move to something like first base. Time will tell. They spent a lot of money this offseason. I know money's not really an issue. But you got to wonder, can they re-sign someone like Pete Alonso? Maybe. I guess if they let Correa walk, they can. But Alvarez and Parada would factor into that in the end. But I think they'd be pretty dumb to let Pete Alonso walk. That guy is super underrated. Alvarez has Francisco Alvarez has a really good bat. Not sure how he is in the field. I haven't really watched him as a fielder, but that matters at catcher. I remember the Yankees. This one's all jacked up, this Brooks Lee. Came out of the pack that way. Get it in a sleeve, but be forewarned. There's a Zach Neto base. Steve, I thought we agreed you wouldn't watch the break. That was the issue. If you don't watch the break, then good things happen. J.R. Ritchie to 150. First round pick for the Braves. Elijah Green refractor. Yeah, I mean, the Mets just don't care about money anymore. It's not a thing. Their owner has all the money in the world. He just wants to win, so he's buying the best players that he can. Who'd they get? They got Quintana as a back end of the rotation guy. They signed Justin Verlander to replace DeGrom because DeGrom didn't want to play there anymore. They get any bats? I mean, their payroll is, I think, getting close to like $500 million with the luxury tax. Not that I care. Ugh, I don't know what's going on. There's some junk on this card. I don't know if you want me to ship this. There's some crud on this card. Came out of the pack that way. Jeez. I don't know what that is, guys. Might need to like sanitize my hands after touching that. That's nasty. It's also on this Jackson Holiday, which is gross. Jeez. Bear with me. Nothing's worse than that time. I remember seeing a break where there were like live ants in a pack of cards. Do you remember that, Brew? Where there were like live ants that crawled out of the pack of cards? That was absolutely disgusting. This is not quite as bad, but there's something on those cards. I don't know what that is. But got some Germex over here. Yeah, that was pretty disgusting. I remember there was a break back in the day where there were just like a bunch of ants. I'm not even going to sleeve this Jackson Holiday. It's pretty gross. I don't know what the heck that was. There's a Chase Jung Invicta. Yeah, I'm not the biggest germ guy. But here's a Beck refractor. Gavin Cross. Tamar Johnson. Here's an Arrol Vera Sparkle. Yeah. Definitely once in a while you'll get something crazy like that. I remember someone had a case, I think, of this year, 2022 Bowman Chrome Hobby that had 0 autos. Which is also terrible. And it happens, but Not good. I don't know what that was. Maybe I'm gonna chalk it up to like being some like machine oil from the printing press. That's what I'm gonna think of it as. I don't know what it was though. 72 of 199. Thomas Harrington. 4 with no autos. That's terrible. What did customers do to? You know, like, is that something where the customers had to just accept that, or did you? What'd you do about that? I'm just curious. I don't even know how to handle that. I didn't have one with no autos. I heard of someone who had one. I haven't seen it. All the ones I've had have had autos. I saw one case for a different Facebook group have 3 of like the ultimate, 5 top prospect auto booklets in it in one box. They put them all in one box. Okay. Gotcha. That's a good way of handling it. Open a different case. I like that. It's a good solution, and then deal with tops. It's definitely not customer's fault, definitely not your fault. That's just an unfortunate situation if you open a case. Right. So a little bit of quality issue on this box. There was some gunk on some cards. This Brooks Lee was also kind of bent out of shape. This is a sealed case though, so hard to know why, but a little bit of issue. The autos were fine though, so there's that. We got 2 boxes left. No, someone had. There's like a special insert. I don't know. I could look on the pack for what it's called, but they have these. They have this redemption, and you get like 5 autos. It's like Jackson Holiday, Elijah Green, Neto, like 5 of the top guys on some sort of booklet auto. It's like an ultimate signatures kind of an insert card, like a chaser, and there aren't that many of them. And the guy opens a jumbo box, and there's 3 of these redemptions. The 3 autos are 3 of those cards in one box. Like they're supposed to be one in 20,000 packs or something like that. So 3 of them were in one box, and obviously that's pretty wild. But it's random, so it's not completely uncalled for. And maybe that's how Topps did it. Kind of stack these up funny. Should be like that. Something like that. I don't know exactly what the insert's called, but it was some weird situation. Yeah, it is a good problem. I mean, it's just, if that's something you're chasing, it's like taking, imagine if they were like the true chasers and you had the Holiday, Elijah Green, and, Tamar Johnson superfractors in one box. Like, that's a good problem, but it's kind of a little crazy because people are spending so much money to hit those, and you don't want to put them all in one box. I don't think. Maybe you do. I mean, that's still fair. It's like, as long as the box is randomly placed, it's fine. Brian Acuna to $4.99 here. For the Twins. Some more paper here. I hit 1 super at a draft so far. It was an insert of Ryan Cermak. Honestly, best card I've hit at a draft so far has been a Jackson Holiday True Gold Auto. Also hit a True Blue and a Sparkle. And truth be told, that card's worth more than a lot of the supers that come out of this product. I mean, it's probably like 5 to 10 grand on that card. Is this the auto? Yeah, I think I switched up this pile a little bit. So I might have mixed up these piles a little. We were talking about Ryan Cermak, and here's our Ryan Cermak. So the autos might be in different places in this box. I hit it a few days ago. And yeah, holiday is really what you're after here. We got a redemption. And this might be, you know, some of the options for the redemption are Brooks Lee, Termar Johnson. Those are the ones you want to be hitting. I think Mikey Romero as well. This is Alex Freeland with a purple paper over there. So I definitely jumbled up this box a little as far as auto placement. So I might pull that top card off and it's not an auto. Check and make sure there isn't 3. 3 of what? This is Jonathan Clase, or Clase. Not sure how he pronounces it. This is a blue paper to 150 for the Mariners. Oh yeah, the redemption could also be that, yeah. The redemption could also be that super tough multiple card redemption we were just talking about. Could be, doubtful. Those are super duper rare, and they seemingly come in bunches. So, wouldn't hold my breath on it being that, but we'll find out. I'll do the redemption last to build some suspense. We start here with the Mariners hitting tall pitching prospect Walter Ford with a base auto. Walter Ford on the board. Next we hit an Angels pitcher, Victor Medeiros. Not what Steve Hanschel wants to be hitting. He has the Angels in this break. He also picked this case. I gave him an option to pick the case. Dear friend of mine, Steve. Victor Medeiros. Next up, we have Ryan Cermak. This is the guy I hit the super of. It was an insert, the super, not his first chrome super. This one's a refractor. Ryan Cermak going out to the Rays. I bet you he's good. They're really good with prospects. Second round pick. I bet you this guy's going to be like the next Joey Wendell. Pesky hitter. Just killing it. And then we got Jordan Sprinkle to the White Sox. And let's see who that redemption is. A lot of the insert autos are redemptions, like those class of 2022. So, Michael, I'm not going to the Dallas show. I was booked for it, and I canceled my flight. There's apparently a big show in Palm Beach, Florida, that I'm going to go to instead. And Clint is going to be there, too. He's going to be doing all the showcases. Here's our redemption. Congratulations. Due to receive class of 22, but it's gold. So gold refractor coming up of Eric Brown Jr. So the Brewers, surprising with a very nice hit. This is a gold refractor number to 50 of Eric Brown Jr., their first round pick. So expect the unexpected with these redemptions. We got a gold of Eric Brown Jr. Yeah, so instead of come on down to that one instead of Dallas, man. I mean, I'm gonna do that. It's local. It's an easy drive, so I'm gonna do that instead of flying to Dallas. Flying's a pain in the neck. Here's a Mikey Romero refractor. Plus, there's so many travel delays. Last time I tried to go to Dallas, there's like a windstorm. Apparently, Dallas has like these windstorms that ground flights. So, if I could avoid traveling for a card show, then stick to something local. Jace Jung with a refractor to the Tigers. Then we got Benny Montgomery with a color match. Yeah, the delays are unbearable in Dallas. That airport over there is pretty tough. Pretty tough. And they'll just bounce you around. Like one time I remember they told me they changed my gate like 5 times. I had to walk all over the airport and then they just canceled my flight. at like midnight. Here's a Jordan Beck refractor for the Rockies. That was an insert of Elijah Green. We'll sleeve that. Going home is dumb. Jacob Miller, first Bowman to 199 for the Marlins there. Canceled while you're on the plane, no pilots. That's obviously no fun. No fun zone. Jackson Holiday insert. We do have one box left in this here break. Let's see what we could hit. We have another eBay auction ending tomorrow for a Super Jumbo. So keep an eye on that. We have hit some monsters out of draft. I think this case has been pretty decent overall. Elijah Green, Parada, DeLauder. We've hit some good ones. Depending on the team you have. And we're still not done. We still have a full box, and you never know what you're going to hit. Here's a Jet. Alexis Hernandez Sparkle. That'll do it for that box. Oh, man, yeah. Those are brutal, man. I mean, Dallas Airport for me has been one of the tougher ones as far as just delays and issues. It's been rough. I'm not saying I'm originally from New York, and I would say that over there, it's not like LaGuardia is a cakewalk either. That place, it's just tough to navigate. I know the area there, so I navigate a little easier, but I could imagine coming in there as someone who's never been to New York. Oh yeah, there's been a lot of color for sure, and it could be partially because they added so many colors too. I mean, this Aqua Ray Wave, and then all these other things. I've hit a lot of printing plates too for some reason. I think I've hit like 4 or 5 printing plates. And I guess that makes sense. There's 4 times as many printing plates as there are superfractors. So if I've hit 4 printing plates, 1 superfractor, that seems to hold as a ratio. Yeah, Dallas is tough. I think they have issues with windstorms as being a big reason why things are canceled, and you know, it's not something I'm really familiar with. I know hurricanes are bad down in Florida, and you got other things like snow that you can see, the wind. I don't know what makes open the case with 12 printing plates. Wow. Must have just wanted to get rid of the printing plates. That's some case. I happen to think printing plates are they're undervalued. I mean, they're legit one of ones, especially if you're hitting 22 class of autos. Wow. Honestly, like, the black printing plate to me is a really nice card because you could see the whole card ink-wise. Like some of the other ones where you really can't see the player and it's just washed out, like, you know, the yellow printing plate, something like that. Like, those aren't quite as nice, but the black printing plate to me is one of the most undervalued, especially the auto. Super rare card. I remember buying, like, the Aaron Judge black printing plate auto back in the day. And it was the same price as probably like I want to say maybe a refractor auto or a green auto. Maybe less. And this thing's a 1 of 1. Beautiful card. And it's autographed. It's tough because limited market for the printing plate, but to me it's a much better card, much rarer card. Doesn't get the hobby love, but the hobby evolves, things change. So if you think eventually people will get into the printing plate autos, especially in Bowman Chrome, it's an angle to take, but I wouldn't hold my breath. They haven't caught on for whatever reason. We got a Troy Melton gold paper going out to the Tigers. It's 45 of 50. So a nice hit for the Tigers. 4th round pick, Troy Melton. My friend sent me an article today about the best draft pick of all time for each of the 30 teams. And you look at it, and you start to scan it, and you say, like, how many guys on this list were #1 overall picks, right? Because, you know, we all put so much stock in a guy like Jackson Holliday or Torkelson or Adley, Royce Lewis, etc. when they come out that, you know, you want to see, like, I mean, how many times has a team best player they drafted been a #1 overall pick? Out of that whole list of 30, there were 2 guys. And it was, maybe I'll let you guys guess. You can just look it up. 2 guys. And I thought it was pretty interesting. The 2 guys were Chipper Jones for the Braves, which I think is reasonable. This is an Ezekiel Tovar to 499. Chipper Jones for the Braves, #1 pick, I believe. What was that, in like 91? And then the Mariners, and I was kind of surprised by this. They said their best draft pick ever was Alex Rodriguez. And to me, I was thinking Griffey would be their best pick of all time, because he really changed their franchise. I would argue Griffey was a more impactful player, and I think he was 1st overall as well. But yeah, A-Rod, okay, we got an interesting insert auto, looks like here. That pack was a little bit thicker, so makes sense. A-Rod and Chipper, and that's it. There were some guys like Mike Piazza was like 400th round pick or something. Best player Dodgers ever drafted. I mean, Frank Thomas was a top 10 pick for, yeah, I think Griffey was a better pick than A-Rod. It's splitting hairs since A-Rod was obviously awesome, but I think Griffey really changed that whole franchise. So I disagreed with that analysis, and I thought that Griffey was the guy and should be the Mariners' best pick of all time. But I mean, A-Rod's obviously a big-time player, despite his issues. So I agree with you guys. I'm not arguing that it should be A-Rod. I thought that was curious. Yeah, no doubt. I think it's Griffey. I could hear A-Rod being a guy like that to be considered in that best pick you've ever had, but I don't think he changed the franchise in the same way that Griffey did. For the Yankees, I was looking at them, and you know, I was thinking I'm a big Aaron Judge fan, and I was thinking, oh, Aaron Judge. It's not. Derek Jeter, #6 overall back in, I think, 93, and that makes sense to me. I mean, they won, 6 championships with Jeter, so it does make sense. Anyways, Atlanta Braves on the board with the David McCabe. Oh, I agree. I mean, I immediately looked at that list, and I was like, that's not true. I think Griffey is the guy for Seattle. Brandon Birdsell. I'll see if I could find that article and maybe post it in the chat here. Thought it was interesting. But I looked at it from the context of we're ripping all this Bowman draft, thinking about the 1st overall pick being the only guy you want to hit, and it's just not true. Baseball is a weird sport where draft position doesn't always equate to performance. Brandon Birdsell here to 499. I mean, Mike Trout was, I think, the #25 pick. This is a nice one. True Blue Auto. Arguably a color team match over here with the Seattle Mariners, the team we were just talking about. 141 of 150. 2nd round pick, 6'3" pitcher, born in 2004. So this guy, very young, probably has some juice. Walter Ford. We have a Nate Furman going out to the Guardians with a base auto. And then we have an insert auto here, which looks pretty interesting. A Bowman Invicta, Brian Acuna, going out to the Twins. So that's a sticker auto, Bowman Invicta, numbered to 99. 70 of 99 here for the Twins, Brian Acuna. He's got the last name, but we'll see if he's any good. I don't buy the hype on brother of a player being good just because he has the same last name. Let's look at Griffey. Craig Griffey, right? And then look at Wayne Gretzky back in the day. I believe Brent Gretzky tried to play in the NHL. Just not the same. Last name doesn't mean it all. You gotta earn it yourself. So I don't know much about Brian Acuna, but we'll see. And here he is again. Thomas Bonds, Griffey, Maddox, Clemens. I mean, listen, we're talking 90s baseball. Those are the guys. Here's a Holiday and Melendez. No doubt about it. Chase Jung. Henry Bolt with a sparkle here for the A's. Let's see if we could scoop up some color here at the end as well. I just thought it was an interesting article, and it was relevant for Bowman Draft. You know, you hit these guys and you see it. I don't think it always translates, and you got to do your own research and buy smart with these prospects. Here's a nice one, Kumar Rocker. This is a top. I think he was the 3rd overall pick. Former Met great here, Kumar Rocker. So the Rangers, who hadn't had the greatest break, pick up a nice one here at the end. This is a Kumar Rocker. It's numbered 44 of 99. Indeed, the 3rd overall pick in the draft. A nice one that I'll put on the stand. We'll do a recap. Can't root for any Yankees. I mean, you got to put Jeter in there. I see what you did. Now that I'm reading between the lines. I mean, Kumar Rocker, the Mets drafted him and somehow didn't sign him. I don't understand what happened there. And then he comes out in the next draft, and this guy goes even higher. Here's an Eric Brown refractor. Elijah Green base. Here's a Tres Gonzalez going out to Pittsburgh, numbered at 250. The Jace Jung refractor, Jordan Beck refractor. So some nice stuff in there. I mean, Jeter was just very clutch, and they won with him. You know, if you do that much winning, and you're the centerpiece of the team, the numbers, the counting stats aren't quite as important. You look at some guys, and they put up big stats, they don't win. And it's a team game, but I think he's a guy who helped the team win. Jack Brannigan with a blue refractor to 150 for the Pirates. No, he wasn't. He wasn't. But listen, as a Yankee fan, I love Jeter because when we were with him, we had a standard of excellence and won many World Series. So, you know, you watch him play, and he did his thing. So, you know, we have Aaron Judge breaking the home run record. Can't get past that ALCS. Not the case back in the day, in the 90s. Say the 90s back in the day. Ages us. Yep, never in trouble. Put up W's. Championships. Did his thing. Yep. That's the deal. But interesting take in terms of the draft. It's not always the 1st overall pick that's going to be the guy that ultimately stands out. Something to think about when you're buying these prospects, buying these teams. I liked earlier in the break we had some comments above about Reggie Crawford and seeing him play in person like that. To me, I think it was what was it, Colin above Frazier. He was commenting that he saw him play and the guy could rake and he could also pitch, but he thinks he's going to be a hitter. Like, okay, if you've seen him play and you really think he's good, you would kind of have an edge in terms of buying these cards, especially if you have a body of understanding how these guys look in the big leagues if you've been a baseball fan long enough. So it's that kind of take that could maybe give you an edge in buying these guys. You know, it's very easy to just buy Jackson Holliday or Ivan Melendez. This guy has big-time power potential, but it takes a level deeper to really identify the guy who will translate. That's all I'll say about that. We will do, Yordan Alvarez. That's a big-time one. Astros do a great job. The Rays do a great job with scouting. These teams, you almost want to look at the team doing the drafting rather than the actual player. Blaze Jordan told us that Nick York was a stud on the Red Sox. Yeah, I have actually a couple of big Nick Yorks. Could show you some pictures of those. But anyways, recap time. We got Brian Acuna to the Twins. This one's numbered to 99. Nate Furman base. Walter Ford with the blue. Brandon Birdsell refractor. David McCabe base. Jordan Sprinkle base. Ryan Cermak refractor. Victor Medeiros base. Walter Ford base. Michael Kennedy base. Cole Phillips Aquaray wave to 199. Pintar base. Baldwin blue wave. Owen Murphy base. Brandon Barrera base. Chase Madroth purple. Victor Scott refractor. Andrew Pintar true blue to 150. Reggie Crawford base. Cutter Coffee base. Logan Tanner to 499. Sean McClain to 250. Reggie Crawford to 499 refractor. Gabriel Hughes top 10 pick to the Rockies. Blue wave to 150. Logan Tanner to 99. This is a green. We got Kumar Rocker non-auto to 99. Eric Brown Jr. with a gold class of 2022 redemption. Elijah Green with a base auto. Kevin Parada to the Mets with a refractor auto. Chase DeLauder base auto and a Termar Johnson to 499 here. Jackson Holliday to 499. A Gavin Cross insert auto, heir apparent to 99. Reggie Crawford green non-auto, Cole Young purple paper. And that's the break. Thank you guys for joining. We have another eBay auction ending tomorrow, and I'll see you then. Take care, fellas.